boogie? Good morning, beloveds. Are you boogieing up a storm? Yeah, this is the time. Live from the womb room. Here we are. Woo! Hello, beloveds. Happy Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, tomorrow, next week, to the entire galaxy, the entire cosmos. It doesn't matter what time it is, wherever you are in the world. Do you have your funky joy goggles on? Because the only time that matters is now. Yeah. Here we are, a loving light regeneration. We're regenerating. This is a energy recharge station. This energy, good morning, beloveds. This energy was created by the beautiful Mensa genius scientist, totally true, Dr. Sandra Rose Michael. And this is our Danny and me and Gabby, our center here in North Palm Beach, baby. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, is this groovy music? So good to move. Yo, 53 trillion cells, baby. Let's do it. Make sure you're hydrated. Good morning, good morning. You're populating, we're populating. I feel the entire cosmos radiating in joy with us. The more true joy we stay in joy in the love that we are. And do not allow, my brothers, sisters, do not allow division to happen. Stay in integrity. Does not matter what other people think of you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello. Dottie Tanny, love queen. Danny McKiley, love warrior. Woo! How are you, Dottie? Let us know where you're watching from. We're in Florida with the whole Galactic Federation, the whole globe. One unified field of love. That's all we are. That's all we are. It's pretty good, not all. Good morning. I feel you. So nice. Are you dancing? Goddess of Queen, Dottie, Tanny. I think I'm going to crank this a little. You liking the music? Can you hear it? Can ya hear it? Can you dig it? Woo! Yeah. So good to move to the high frequency of joy and love. Good morning. I can see you pretty well with, I see the good morning. Good morning. And we've got Madam Briggs all the way from London. Dottie, let us know where you're watching from. We have the whole global nation. The entire Galactic Federation. We're all one unified field of love. Are you bugging? Are you bugging, Dawn? Goddess the Queen. Are you bugging through life?
Coffee service.
Coffee service. That's why I married him. Is that a good phony British accent, Dawn?
It's good adulting.
That's what it is. It's my glorious partner, husband, co-creator in many ways.
Yeah.
Danny Michaeli. How are you, Goddess of Queen Dawn? Woo! Thank you. She's dancing. She's dancing. Dottie, let us know where you are. We know that Goddess of Queen Dawn is in London, as far as I know, in the UK. Most importantly, though, are you wearing your groovy disco goggles? Woo! Woo! Yeah, time for us to do a little from.
Yeah, move that
You know what?
bullshit.
We're not going to from quite yet. He wants me to move the tissue. All right, if you insist.
Wait a second.
A little bit too much expose.
You.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Once I was alternative event where I was a speaker, and I went to use the loo, and you, of all people, goddess the queen, Dawn Noah Lewis, being British, or at least living in London as far as I know. And I came back and I walked up the aisle to the podium, and unbeknownst to me, good morning, I was trailing some papier de toilette. You can't write those things. It's so funny. Life. And that's the thing. Right there when I started coughing. Years ago, I was so shame blocked that I would have gone into paralyzing PTSD. Not be able to make eye contact with people. Taking it as, and there's so much to play with. Let's not take ourselves so freaking seriously. Stop with the division. It's time for me to schmaltz with my beautiful, precious husband. Good morning, goddess the queen, Barbara Bitfield Peck. Happy day. Are you booging? Barbara, goddess, are you on your funky? Okay. I must schmaltz with my husband. What is a schmaltz, you ask? Watch and learn. Maybe not learn. You might not want to learn. Schmaltz. This, my love, is schmaltzing.
Yes. Start your engine this morning.
Are those good engine
and let's
sounds?
waltz. Let's waltz.
We're schmaltzing.
We are schmaltzing.
It's like it's like schmaltzy.
It's waltzing.
It's kind of like it's a feeling. The word is a feeling. It's not an actual literal word. It's like waltzing with a not schmucky, but like with a playful, silly attitude. So many ballroom dancers who are genius, but they take themselves so seriously. Run away!
Why we call it schmaltzing? We have to tell you a story. One day we walked into this fancy hotel in Palm Beach called the Chesterfield.
It's like a boutique hotel,
Right,
an old
and
one.
there are a lot of alte kaken over there. That's meaning old people.
Old people in Yiddish.
With a lot of money that basically bought a lot of lessons in waltz and this.
And that's great, in ballroom dancing.
Right, so
and it brings them joy, and that's great, but...
So they're all wearing the shoes, the special shoes for dancing and dancing waltz. And we walk in there and rock the place.
With absolute silliness.
Yes, and start being silly and then look at us like this.
John Williams, Love Warrior.
So the people look at us.
They were like, Danny is, I'll translate, from Hebrewese. So Danny, exactly, indeed, they were checking us out from, shop to pot, top to bottom.
They wanted to ask us where you took your lesson.
What institution released you to, freaks? And so we had so much fun. Angelica K, goddess the queen. John Williams, Love Warrior. So we've got John in Toronto. We have Dawn in London. We have us in Florida. Dottie, reveal where you are from. Are you with the Witness Protection Program? Angelica, I know where you're from, but let us know so that we all know we're all one unified to feel the love. The only time that matters is now. How are you, beloved? Most importantly, do you have your funky disco goggles on, girlfriend? Woo! So much fun. We're populating now. We have Joe Maggs, goddess the queen. You two are so cute. I just love you guys. It is our joy, our privilege. Man, being in this incredible environment, it is magnifying the energy of dancing. It's boosting it being in the EE system. I have to tell you, you are the best part, everyone there. We are magnifying the joy and the love so that all this division, which is a big lie, being integrity with the love that we are, all the pieces of ourselves, let's shake that shit out, baby. Look at that shit out. Any lower frequencies, that's one way to let it go. It's stored in our fascia. And about 20 minutes into this, half an hour, we're actually gonna turn the music down and get into frumming for relationships. Most importantly, relationship with self. How are you, Goddess and Queen Joe Mags? You need to get something. Goddess and Queen Angelica. Yeah, baby. Toronto! Love Warrior John Williams. Joe Mags, let us know. I know where you are, but let us know where you're. Watch it, but we're getting steamy here. I'm going to do the chicken dance. We're all one. It doesn't matter where you are and what time it is, but it makes people feel the connection, because the only time that matters, baby, is now. It's the only one that's real. Yeah.
Yeah! Look at the outfit! You don't kisses! 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 Bungie! Bungie! Yeah! Yeah! It's the queen of disco!
The queen! John Travolta-Stein.
She's the queen of disco!
What was her name? The blonde? What was with him? And oh, I can't think of the name.
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John, baby.
She passed from this world.
Oh, she's with us. We are channeling Goddess Queen Olivia Newton-John, baby. All right. Hey there from sunny Norfolk. Wow, look at that. UK. So we have two United Kingdom Goddess of Queens. We have Goddess of Queen Joe Mags and Goddess of Queen Dawn Lulu Briggs. We have Deborah Byrne from the UK. We have 3 UK queens on. Deborah Byrne just popped on. I love it. We have Love Warrior John Williams. Oh yeah. Olivia, yay. Olivia. And John is in Toronto. We're in Florida. All right, baby. I'm gonna hydrate. Are you dancing? How do you guys like this music? Let us know in the text. Are you digging this music? Are you hydrating? Are you drinking 100% pure vodka?
I have to tell you something. We have 24 units of those screens around here. Now, some of them go slow, some of them go fast. As soon as we play music here, believe it or not, all of them simultaneously going fast.
Totally true. It's a frequency.
All going fast. They love the frequency of the music. You know?
It's amazing because you know, beloveds, we're all sweaty frequency.
You're speaking.
Yeah, turn the air conditioner up. Listen, you can't fault us. It's August in Florida. We love it, and it is friggin' totsy. Woo! All right.
Florida, we love it.
I'm in Toronto drinking 100% pure coffee. Oh, you love the music, Deborah Byrne. Okay, great. It's fun, right? It's groovy. Angelica K, yes, hydrating and yes, dancing. You two are going to change the world with your positivity. And so are you, Angelica. All of us, we're all in this together. None of us, get off from the whole life-death thing. And our energy together, beloved Angelica, as you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't, obviously, is magnifying the joy, the love, the light, and you all are receiving 10% remote healing, scientifically measured, for reals, from the womb room. Hyper healthy. I'm sorry, it's like a piece of magnet. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go dance. Uh-oh.
Yeah. How it
Look
going?
at it, it's a bear.
Whipping.
So Danny calls out the window because he has such big bear paws.
Yeah.
It creates like a huge fanny. I can rent him out easily.
I can stand in the field and just do that all day long.
Let's show
And
him.
create wind.
Yeah.
I can stand in the field. With all the cows, By the way, remember, it's scientifically measured now. Remember the experience we did about, I don't know if people remember, about 8 months ago, we drove near a field full of cows.
So I'm gonna clarify a little bit because Danny's beautiful accent plus the screaming loud music.
She translates.
Okay, I'm translating how Hebrews. It is my specialty. I do know. So what he's saying? Okay, so what he's saying is like a few months ago, we stopped with a pasture of cows, and I think it's a pasture. Is that correct? Pasture, a bunch of freaking cows. Right, what do you want from me? We saw some cows, they were smoking cigarettes. Anyway, we stopped with some cows in a field, and I hummed. They all hummed with me.
They all came together and hummed again.
Not only did they hum, they gravitated around me. They were like, she's humming, I have to move. But they were like, move. They were like, hum. And now, Danny's talking about something, which is...
So she hummed once, and about 15, 20 of them together hum back. Like 50, 20 cows humming together. She's humming once again. There are 50, 20 of them.
Because in my last life, I was obviously a cow. Don't say anything if you're an ex-boyfriend. No, just kidding. But what happened is, what Danny was referencing is a scientist in Stockholm recently disclosed tests about the incredible release of NO, nitrous oxide, during humming. I gotta turn this down just a little bit. And 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide than a regular, like just nose exhalation happens when you, which we're gonna be doing shortly together. Yeah. Relationship Frumming. It's Franny plus Love Intelligence plus breathwork plus humming. That's what Frumming is. But today, it's with Danny and Franny. And what happens also with cows hum. It is self-regulating, self-soothing. It affects their, and Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, when we filmed the second episode of the series we're filming together last Sunday here, she started talking about the science behind humming and the effect it has on neurology. All of this is now scientifically documented, and it came through me when I asked for the easiest on-the-go modality for our clients, my workshop participants, beloveds, even non-beloveds. What can help us self-soothe, self-regulate? Because this is the time when we are being programmed to be even more full of division and, you voted for him. I'm not saying that there's not some truth to certain things, so please don't smoke me. What I'm saying is, let's allow other people, as long as they're being loving and peaceful.
I'm smoking you.
To have, he's smoking me. To have their perspective and opinion, and the more we stay in the love that we are, and one of the fastest ways, if you're triggered out there by anything I say, you might want to take a look at your trigger, and you might want to transform it into breathwork and humming, which we're going to get to. Why? Regulates your nervous system so you don't hurt yourself and others. You don't want high blood pressure, do you? You don't want to create dis-ease. And the quickest way to do that when you're in the car, when you're by yourself, in the middle of the night, is to breathe and hum 3 times. It takes probably 80 seconds. Do you have 80 seconds? So easy, and people are like, now that's too easy. The easiest, simplest things are often the best. I was just smoked. Am I still here because Danny smoked me?
To all of you, in case you ever heard of cows somewhere, to the people that living in the big city, in case you ever heard of cows hiding in the closet, try to hum them. You see how they're going to humming back.
Hum with a cow. Find yourself a nice cow. Look at Angelica K, Love Queen Rose. That is a really cool fact on the nitrous oxide increase in frumming.
Yeah.
How cool, right? And I had no idea. Yeah. I just asked during meditation because I was getting frustrated that people were just, listen, you walk into this room, you're going to feel better and better. However, you leave here and you let your system lower because you're triggered, you go backwards. We've seen it. You don't need to. The more we self-soothe and self-regulate when we're triggered, and everyone gets triggered, then you come in here and it's better and better, and you save time and money, and you might not go to prison or kill somebody. You know, those little things, right? That happens in the car. divorces, and yes, of course, there are times when a relationship, reaches its cycle. Yada, please don't smoke me. Oh, you're gonna come smoke me again? I thought he was gonna come smoke me. Welcome in, Davidson Love Queen. Good morning. Are you bugging with us? And where are you? Are you wearing Ann Davidson? Davidson got us a queen. Please put on your disco goggles. Announcement. Please put on your disco goggles. Warriors. No? Daddy forgot his disco underwear on though. I don't know what that means. Psychedelic underwear. Please put on your disco goggles or underwear. Yeah. It's fun to be like.
I'll give you an example with humming, how good it is.
So we're going to go into it in a minute.
Today, when you call somewhere, everything is email. So if you decide to call, let's say I had a problem with my cell phone. So I decide to call the phone company. Any phone call you make to a big giant like T-Mobile or this, it goes to China or to the Philippines. It's no more America. You don't get American operator online anymore. It's only Asian. Very hard for me to understand them.
And that's hard for Danny, who has an accent, to understand.
Very hard for me to understand them, very hard for them to understand me. It's a mutual miss. So I got extremely frustrated talking to somebody, right? And I had to hang up on them because there was no way to get anywhere, So I stopped, I did my farming, right? I did 3-4 farming. Calm myself down.
Immediately.
Relax.
Immediately. 3, you're golden.
Relax.
I did not tell Danny to say that.
Wait 5-10 minutes. Called again. I got the nicest woman out there. I don't know where she came from. She was so nice. We understand each other and she helped me.
So not only did Danny clear his energy, but he calmed his nervous system in like seconds. And that is why, listen, there's so many great modalities, yes, but nothing will take care of this nervous system upset quicker than frumming. It's just the way it is. And I didn't invent it. It's thousands of years old. I just kind of channeled it into a focused, easy, succinct box, which is about what? Love intelligence, breathing from your belly breathing, and keep the shoulders down and lips closed. That is how you trigger it. And we're going to go into it. Anyone, what time is it, my love?
It's right there.
Okay, perfect. Johnny Parker from Los Angeles. All right. Genius, owner of Avatar Computer Services on La Cienega. We have all these genius people on, but we're going to transition into number 1. Johnny, are you wearing your groovy disco goggles, baby? We're going to have one more fast groove because Johnny came on. Then we're going to transition into relationship frumming. All right, here we go. We're going to crank it just a little bit. Yeah, are you bugging with us? Love Warrior Johnny Parker. Barbara Smoloff, we're sucking you into our boogie web. Yes, she loves doing that. Danny's saying, Barbara Smoloff, boogie's on, like if she's in a coffee shop when she watches us, she stands on a table and dances. I love her lack of self-consciousness and joy and genius creativity. She's such a gifted painter and artist.
One day you're going to be you, Barbara. We're going to boogie the hell out of you.
We're going to boogie the heaven out of you.
Oh, double waltz time.
One more small Johnny Parker.
Yes.
Of the Avatar community.
Yes.
Listen, if anyone's in LA, Avatar Computer Services.
We get to our snooty look.
He fixes anything and he's not hard on the eyes.
Yeah.
La Cienega, Avatar Computer Services. Been around for something like 7 or 8 incarnations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! Woo! That's up.
Okay, I have a chance. Sorry. We had a private joke with a can and a can't.
Can.
All right. Okay, so we're going to transition into the grooviness of relationship frumming. We're not gonna, Deborah Byrne, I'm wearing my disco boogie glasses. Good girl, all the way from London. And we have Derek Vincent. Ah, you with your beautiful wife. You just had your gorgeous anniversary.
We all need
Love King Derek Vincent is joining us.
more dancing in our
Okay,
life.
Derek, are you dancing with your beautiful wife and your gorgeous daughter? I think we're gonna do.
Much more dancing in our life.
Yes, cheers. Please hydrate, but you know what, out of yourself.
Good vodka.
All right. We'll do one more boogie because Derek just came on, but that's it. Then we're going to transform into frumming for relationships. All right. Please, everybody, very serious moment. Put on your boogie glasses.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Look at her go.
Daddy will now shake his tuchus.
I know they have a tuchus.
He is a tuchus. Everybody is a. This is a tushy
My
shake.
tuchus is flat.
Okay, I don't want to hear that. It's clogged. That's usually for the late show. This not even our show. Elaine Eru. Hello, goddess queen. Elaine. Everybody let each
My
other know.
tuchus is curved in all the right proportions.
He's under my spell. So we have 3 goddess queens from London. We have Los Angeles with Johnny, Love King. We have Toronto with very gifted Love King.
We just tell you very quick
John
story.
Williams, who is a genius athlete. Yes, indeed. Genius writer, and I'm a genius interrupter.
We tell you a tuchus story.
Come on.
21 years ago, we met.
Tush, that I'll translate. That means tushy.
21 years ago, we met in Starbucks.
Well, we met online. I used to screen anyone I was meeting well with my laptop. Okay, lots of layers because I freeze, and my glasses hiding behind my computer because I didn't want to waste. I was writing a screenplay then, and I had Arthur Hiller attached to direct. So
I was coming to the appointment that I had with her in Starbucks. After 2 hours of driving from West Palm Beach to Boca, sitting in the traffic with my old Mercedes that almost got overheat, seeing her over there covering with jacket and everything, I said, okay, I'm here for a cup of coffee and I'm out of here. Right?
He thought I was a weirdo,
Yeah.
a freak.
So I bought a cup of coffee. I said, as soon as she's done, I'm out of here. And then she said,
And I wasn't all that impressed either, let me tell you.
And then she said, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom. She got up, and I saw the tushy. I went and I ordered another cup of coffee, and that's 21 years later.
And so basically, he's had a 21-year relationship with my arse. Okay? And for that, we're going to shake our arse and seamlessly and elegantly transform into the next segment. Okay, here we go.
The house that says the tushy said that. The tushy said that.
All right. I think they get the picture. All right. So we're just gonna not change the music, but we just want to talk a little bit about. We've been together for 21 years, and we're so blessed. And frumming, which is, I'm Franny, so it's something came through me during meditation, which is my asking for the easiest on-the-go modality for our beloved clients, my workshop partners. I've been teaching various forms of energy medicine, if you will, for over 30 decades internationally. I was frustrated because a lot of times people just want the technology to fix them, or the pill, or the operation, but they're not doing their homework. Yeah, it's great. You gotta watch your diet and all that and your environment. What happens when your nervous system is triggered in the moment, in traffic, in the middle of the night, you can't sleep? Okay, you can do a whole whopping variety of, there are all kinds of self-soothing modalities, but let me tell you, the science is now out. Scientists in Stockholm, in the States, all over the world, are doing experiments about the release of volume, of nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, 15 to 24 times more nitrous oxide is released from what? Your pineal gland than regular nose exhalations from humming, frumming, breath, love intelligence, and humming. And it is powerful. It is helping people magnificently, because if you're in traffic, like a lot of times people end up in prison, in traffic, they're triggered, all kinds of BS, waste of time. Let us not let division of any kind, whether it is someone in another car and it's triggering your old wound anyway. But in the moment, I do deeper work, but this is the most effective, fastest Band-Aid, if you will, that has come through me. And I'm not the only person. I didn't invent this. It's thousands of years old. I just kind of designed a way to do it in a super easy way so that if you can't sleep, if somebody is like wanting to go, oh, you should have voted for me. What's wrong with you? Right? Even if there's some truth to it, if you're triggered, do you want to put that in your body? You know what that does, right? Right. Okay. I know who I'm talking to.
A lot of the stuff that we have is nothing to do with us. I mean, we get mad and we go crazy. It's nothing to do with us. We are not the bad people, we're good people, but there's a lot of stuff we bought from past life with us.
Or our childhood, or last year. So we all have some trauma. It's no shame, and our whole society has been run by shame. Even people who want to be super successful are often motivated not just by wanting to celebrate their genius, but by shame. They care about not being successful because of what other people think of them. And palliative care workers universally have said the biggest regret people have at the end of their lives is, I wish I hadn't cared so much what other people thought of me, because I would have done so much more with my life. So let us self-regulate. Even if you're not triggered by something external, if you're just feeling cockapoo, if you're feeling tired, like Danny said when he was on the phone with somebody he couldn't understand, he was getting super annoyed. Emily Graves! Hello, love queen! We're just transitioning from our boogie woogie into relationship frumming. It is so incredibly easy and important. What we've done when we've been triggered with each other is Danny comes to me and hits me over the head with a frying pan. No. But, listen, any relationship, whether it's romantic, it's with your beloved biological or non-biological family, your soul family like you, my beloveds, neighbors, people who are your employers, co-workers, your boss, it doesn't matter, your neighbor, the squirrel, a sardine. Something triggers you. The fastest way
to change it,
to regulate and self-soothe your nervous system. We're going to do it now together.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about how it's affected our relationship and each other even more individually. Because I know you can't wait. We're so thrilling. All right. So let us now we're going to frum, and it's super easy. You got to belly breathe. You don't want to breathe from your upper lung, because this is going to trigger your parasympathetic, which is your fight or flight, bear, dentist drill, whatever is freaky. There's no bear, there's no dentist. We love our dentist. So if you're watching Stephen Crane, we love you. And there's no fight or flight.
She's the queen of frumming.
I'm the queen of frumming.
She's the queen.
Frumming for money sometimes with my words.
Humming.
Okay, let's focus.
Humming.
Focus, Fox. Focus, Fox. So, what you do, you must breathe in your belly. How do you do that, right? So if you're lying down, it's perfectly fine. If you're standing, let your knees bend a little. It's very easy. This is very succinct directions. Shoulders down, angel wings back, because we're all angels pretending to be human. My beloved. Marvick from the Villages. Hello, beloved love queen. So down a little bit, just a little bit. Listen, we have tension just walking around. So I'm not saying you walk around like... It's just a little bit. Knees bent, shoulders down, and if you're driving in the car,
unless you're in prison and you want to walk straight,
Right, that's a whole other thing. Baboom ching. All right, focus, Fox. So you're breathing into your belly, right? Breathing into your belly. Danny, come closer, sweetheart, please. Yes. Breathing into your belly. I don't want them to miss a thing because of his gorgeousness and genius and beautiful accent.
From the stomach is so much better.
Yes, and you know what? Yes, because you're scared.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Chest,
And
yeah.
when I first started suggesting to my darling husband when he was, listen, we all have our traumatic past, and even if it was something you don't even remember, or something so little, you're in kindergarten, somebody made fun of your hat, that's shame.
Yeah.
And it can become systemic, and it can definitely block us. Not always, but often.
Later in life, yeah.
So what happens is Danny and I are both from war zones. Mine was in my family. My parents happened to be survivors, and this is not to make you feel sorry for us. Danny's from the Middle East. Say no more. Okay? So
Say no more.
we have a little trauma. We all do on some level. And so what I used to say to him is, he was driving and he was like, he would get out of the car. And Danny, I'm not saying anything Danny hasn't said publicly, which I am so proud of his courage to do that as a man in this society, especially coming from his background. During dinner with Dr. Sandra Rose Michael and some other pretty famous people, unsolicited, unbeknownst to me, Daniel all of a sudden openly talked about the fact that when he had road rage and was triggered, understandably, none of this is, it's all understandable. It's how he was raised. It's all that, or, can be intergenerational. He would what?
Walk outside the car and confront the person that cut me off
Confront.
and want to know why he cut me off.
Yeah, which would put me in danger, him in danger. People end up in prison or dead. And
Today I'm
worse.
looking at it and I'm saying how stupid that was,
Yeah, you can be completely paralyzed. And this is because we're paralyzed spiritually and emotionally. So
in Florida, you can get shot too,
So in Danny's case, I would say to him, he was like triggered, and I would say, just because it came through me first, I'm not here to fix anyone. Danny never needed any fixing. He was 100% perfect. He wanted to fix himself, so he asked me, because I said to him, honey, I will Uber. You drive yourself. I'm not driving with you. You're perfectly fine, just not, this doesn't work for me, right? And that happens in relationships. So then he wanted to learn. So I said, so breathe. So when he used to breathe, when he was triggered, he would do this. And that is actually creating more fight or flight because he's breathing from the upper lung registry.
Exactly.
You want to integrate your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system. How do you do it? As I just said, breathe in the belly. So why don't you just pretend you're working in the cornfield and you're the cornfield? Try to do that accent, Danny. Try to do that accent.
The cornfield?
Yes.
Yeah!
So you pretend that we're showing them. Show them how you do this. Can you stick your stomach out? Stick your stomach without hyperextending your small of your back, right? Stick your stomach. We're just obviously exaggerating.
I usually breathe from the mouth sometimes.
Okay, so can you please listen?
Yeah.
So what you do is you breathe into your belly. So I want you to put your hands on your belly. Danny, can you stand sideways? Look how bossy I am. Stand sideways.
I like it when she's bossy.
He likes it.
Good, I like it.
It's really exciting. It's a fantasy. For the 3 people in London who are new to me, it's this little fantasy.
I like it. She's
Okay,
bossy.
so what I want you to do, put your hands on your belly. Breathe, inhale, and push your belly out. Push your belly out. Inhale and push your belly out, honey. Inhale and push your belly out. Look. Okay. Inhale. Look, Danny. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Sort of. He sort of got it, but he's inhaling in his upper abdomen. So this is how infants breathe. This is how babies breathe. It's super easy. So if you can try to breathe into your lower belly, push it out a little bit in the lower belly. And what that does...
When you do it more and more, your body gets used to it and you start breathing from the stomach automatically instead of the chest.
If somebody had told me this decades ago when I was paralyzed with inherited PTSD, and again, I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me. Everything I went through is genius because I wouldn't be here right now with you. I wouldn't have had an opportunity to transform my story, my life story, into an award-winning play, which won many mayoral awards, and I attracted Arthur Hiller, who then was the biggest mucky muck in Hollywood, and he's a good guy from Hollywood, to attach himself to, I worked with him for 12 years, and it goes on. This is just to say, this is so easy. Yeah. So why rip yourself? If I had known this decades ago, it would have saved me time and money. And Danny and I do this with our overnight clients, who we have 7 nights a week. We didn't last night. We got to sleep in the big room, and that was an exception.
Yes,
but we frum with our overnight clients. And
Also,
it sends them to sleep like a bambino. Go ahead, I'll stop interrupting them.
Yesterday, we had a customer, we don't mention her name, she's probably watching now, and she came here and she was like,
oh yeah.
Weak.
She said, I had so much anxiety. He said, how many people are in the room? How many people? She was really freaked.
Freaked out, she wanted to be alone in the room, so we farmed with her. And
3 times.
3 times.
We're going to get to the whole thing in a minute, so just hang on.
Her body talk, the way she was coming in.
Everything. I mean, she was so freaked out. I said to her, honey, belly breathe. She breathed like this. I said, no, from the belly. She said, I know how to belly breathe.
Yeah.
So I said, just relax your shoulder. I know you do, but just, humor me. Just put your shoulders down. Just a second, please. Put your angel wings back a little and breathe in the belly by just pushing out a little. If you get your negative ego out of the way and learn what may be, it's like doing reps. It's so easy, but it's like, you learn how to do things. I do. Believe it or not, it took me a moment. It took me a minute to put this into my body so it became muscle memory. So now, all Danny does when he is, triggered in the car.
Basically, what we want to say is after 3 farming with her, she was completely different person.
I mean, really.
And then she said, she come here and she said, every time I come to the room and then I leave, I feel so much better.
Yes.
So yesterday, she walked to the room, she was calm. She had fabulous couple hours over here. She felt so great.
That's what Danny's saying is that it's that quick. So now we're going to from with you. Are you ready? So the first thing, Danny, you can turn this up. Push it out.
Like a pregnant woman.
Push in my hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. It's like a balloon. Perfect. That's how babies naturally breathe. So all you do, beloveds, let's say you're in the car.
So when we come to this world, we breathe like that.
That's right.
We forgot.
There, he got. I only said it a million times, but
we're
he just
breathing
started.
to the chest,
and that, my friends, is marriage.
And that's causing us a lot of problems.
I do the same with him.
So for example, when I'm in the car now.
Okay.
Before, when somebody cut me off, I used to breathe from the chest, so the blood goes to my head, and I get
head and to his, and so it basically creates cardiovascular havoc. What the release of 15 to 24 times, scientifically proven. Now, many scientists, Stockholm experiments, you name it. Dr. Sandra Rose Michael talked about it on Sunday. It creates such a beautiful regulation for your nervous system, your neurology, your whole being. Nitrous oxide. It is anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic, and plus it has some of the same stuff Viagra has in it. Truth. Do a search. So anyway, let's just. I'm gonna go jump him now. Kidding.
So now, I just as soon as this is happening in the car, the first reaction I have when the blood goes to my head is one side of the brain says, "Oh, confront the person," and then
confront,
and then the other side says, "No, farming." So I farm 3 times, and it changed my head completely.
If there are any men watching who are so socially conditioned
and you know what
to think it's good for you to confront people with aggression, and I'm not saying that there isn't righteous anger.
And you know what I do? I
listen to Danny.
Laugh to the people that cut me off. I send them laugh. And you know what's happened right now? Every time I drive, my driving is so calm. It's so nice. I don't attract. People that cut me off
because especially now in the world when there's such a creation of false division, yes, of course, there is a lot, people need to be accountable, there are things, but you, my beloveds, my beloveds, I'm talking to myself and Danny, we do not need to make ourselves into victims of anxiety. So we're going to get to it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Danny has his hands on the wheel. Let's do it. He's going to be your mom. Hands on the wheel. Come on. Hands on the wheel. Somebody pops him a willy. Somebody swears him. Somebody gets really close to the car. Somebody cuts him off. What do you do normally?
I get mad, like blood goes to my head, and I said, okay, I'm going to go and hit this.
Or open up the window and stare them down. That's really like what angry people love. That's soothing.
But now I just breathe.
I am so proud of Danny because again, he is really, look at this. That's what you do. That's frumming. So what do? Belly breathe and
and let your lips vibrate with the hum.
Let your lips be pressed together. They will naturally vibrate.
And then naturally, when you take
Enjoy
the air out of your mouth, it goes to your lips, so your lips vibrate.
naturally. The frequency, you must enjoy it. It will soothe you. That is when you let your lips. So humming is not with your. That doesn't do much at all, if anything. What you want to do is, Danny, press your lips together, sweetie. Show him. He's my Ford model of frumming. Let yourself. Now, there's no note. There's not a note. Do not get into your head. It has nothing to do with the note. There is some information out there on the net. It is inaccurate. People wrote a book called The Humming Effect. They agree. Otherwise, you see, you get to, first of all, you're in the car. You want to deal with it right away. You don't want to think too much. Your eyes are on the road. So you hum. Now,
she took the humming to the next level.
I took the humming.
Yeah.
So it's Om is one of the easiest. Why? Because it opens up your throat chakra, and it's the easiest one to get a lovely So do this with us. Let's do it 3 times now. Okay, here we go. Okay. We have our hands on our wheel. Somebody's cut us off. Okay, sorry. Here we go. One more. Belly breathe. So belly breathe. He's doing it. Great. You can hum. You can say yum. It might make you smile, but if you don't say Om, your will last not as long. So the best thing you can do, just to keep it really simple and clear, breathe into your belly.
And if you want to get used to breathe from your belly, you can start with your mouth. Like,
okay, this is complicating it a little bit, Danny. Can we just keep it super simple? Seriously. You can breathe in through your ear too. But yeah, really, really easy because when you're driving, you don't want to think, I need to go, or I need to go, or I need to breathe in through my butthole. It's really easy. You just breathe in through your mouth, belly into the belly. Practice belly breathing. Okay, you don't have to, you can, Okay, if you're feeling tired, so sweet. If you're feeling tired, okay, you just do that 3 times. 3 times. I was feeling I don't like being overwhelmed, and everybody's schedule is busy, and I really try to get a lot done, and I'm doing a lot online now. Plus I'm teaching workshops. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I don't want to feel overextended. Where's the fun? So what I do now, first of all, I've really delineated my schedule to make it as fun as possible. But if I'm feeling tired, if I frum 3 times, I feel like $1,000,000.
And to the guys over there, it's a natural Viagra. So when you are on a date or with your
nitrous
wife,
oxide.
you just tell your wife, listen, I'm going to take my Viagra, and you stand over there and you're frumming for a couple times, and then she said, what's going on? I said, I just took it, and voila.
Right, it doesn't have any. Now the thing about
no side effect.
Yes, the thing about breath work, which is genius for a lot of people, so don't smoke me, it's helped a lot of people. However, it does have contraindications. If you have cardiovascular issues, if you're on your moon, if you're pregnant, if you have diabetes, a slew of things. My long form frumming, I have beautiful workshops where people have great emotional release from their fascia. Subconscious is something, you don't have to know what your trauma was, you don't have to go back there. You release it emotionally. Sometimes it's, are you okay, honey?
Yeah.
Intergenerational. And all you do is, honey, can you please hydrate? From Danny, from. All you need to do is breathe and hum. There, he's doing it. So long form breath work with a combination of breathing and humming regulates you. The emotional release is a result of the breath holds and the music and the consistency and the patterning. It can be done just as effectively. We have people who are crying their asses off, laughing their asses off because that's a release, yelling and screaming with anger. And it's so beautiful. People find it very, very powerful. So I do.
And if you're in a public place and you're frumming and people think about you like you are crazy,
insane, they want to lock you up.
You just tell them, In the farming mood. I'm farming. I belong to the farming movement. I am like an AA movement. I'm the farming.
I'm a 12-step frummer.
I'm a farmer.
I'm a 12-step hummer.
I'm a 12-step.
I'm in the 12-step group. Don't fault me. What do they say? There's a, you can only do what, whatever. Okay, I like it. But my point was, I have no point. My point is I love you all so much. And, we've been together for 21 years, and I'll tell you, this self-regulation has really helped. And I know it's helped Danny with me, but I want to say I go live every day now on Facebook, and every Saturday I am broadcasting, starting yesterday, a global and galactic, with the Galactic Federation on board. I feel them around midday. Depends on if I have some room, because I'm in the center most Saturdays. We will be actually going on a vacay in a week, so I'll try to broadcast from our hotel. But it is so beautiful in front of the dolphins. Oh, it's so beautiful on the other coast. We're going to the other coast, Clearwater, where they have white sand. The division is a lie. Please let us not let's not get, this is a cornfield lady, John, come through. Let's not get caught up in the division. We are all one love. We're all from the unified field of love, from God, Goddessa, the big pancake maker on a unicycle with a elephant up your nose hole. Doesn't matter what you call it. We're all from God. We're all from the unified field of love, and I love you all so much.
Let's finish with the dance.
Okay, we will. We're going to dance. Tammy Riley came on from Tasmania. Oh, what a joy. Beautiful, gifted songstress and love queen, Sean O'Brien. Are you in Florida? Do the boogie. You're going to boogie. John Williams, I like breathing through my ear. Thank you for listening to my drivel, John. My ear, actually, and out through the other ear. Oh, you are so deep. I love you. Marvick, Goddessa Queen, I love you. Genius physician, the real thing, baby, the real love thing, with like an enormous amount of people who come to you, Marvick. And we have Angelica K, genius human being. Emily Graves, genius love queen. Oh yeah, baby, I love you. And Davidson, gorgeosity on steroids. All these genius, gifted people. Elaine Ehu.
Sleeping at night in this room is like you're on steroids. It's so much energy.
For the first time in a while, we didn't have clients. We're open 7 nights a week for overnights. Danny and I got to sleep in the womb room here at Love and Light Regeneration. 24-unit E-system created by our genius, galactic movie star, Dr. Sandra Rose Michael. And if you want to check out, I was so blessed and privileged to film the second episode of the series we are doing together. Do we have John, by the way? Do we have Johnny Parker from La Cienega? Yes, there you are. Lele, Los Angeles. Go see Avatar. Genius computer man, I tell you. If I missed anyone, please know that I love you. There are a lot of people on. I don't know if everyone's... Wait, Deborah Byrne, we've got our UK Goddess and Queen, and we have... Wait a minute. Joe Mags, let us know where you're watching from, Love Queen. And Dawn Div Lula Briggs from London. Oh, I like it. And Dottie Tanio, so many gorgeous beings. Do you know how blessed we are to have you all? Because otherwise, people would just think we're crazy people dancing in here and have us institutionalized in a room with rubber stuff. All right. Make sure you're hydrating. We're going to boogie.
Having water that's been in the system for 36 hours, if you can hear, to get activated.
Are we activated? Are you activated? Let's go out on a dance. Yes. We're going to crank it. Straight boogie music. Nothing so good for your soul. Develop a little bit of a case of I don't give a shit-itis, what other people think of me, because you can tell these are really well-executed boogie moves. Took me a long time to really love myself, be connected to the heart, and the love that we all are. I love you more than what you think of me, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. cool. It was part of our agreement going into this marriage. We're gonna send you extra love.
Bye, everybody.
10% remote healing. Leave it, please. From the womb room. 10% remote healing from the womb room has been scientifically
10%.
measured.
Scientifically checked up and confirmed.
He's like an echo, but he's saying it with more clarity.
Exactly. It was exactly what she said. Confirmed.
Thank you for playing with us. Remember how powerful you are, beloved. I will be going live again tomorrow morning, spreading silliness, joy, love, and very clear directions about how to from. The easiest on-the-go modality to soothe your nervous system, especially when you're in public. And if anybody says, why are you humming? Say, I can't get the song into my head. The love is in the air, right?
Yeah.
Right? Goddess the Queen, Tammy, your sister, met the composer. I remember you telling the story. So, have a song in your head. Love is in the air.
Love for all our units over here. They are dancing too. They are very fast dancing. Love. Yes.
Or you say I have humming Tourette's. Okay, we love you.
We love you.
From our dancing 24 units. Oh my goodness, I feel like we could stay with you guys forever today.
From our 24 unit EE system in North Palm Beach, Juno Beach, Palm Beach Garden. We are in all this area. We cover all this area.
And if you want to go out with us, one more thing, sending love to every being across the cosmos and galaxy, no matter what side, it's all a lie. It's just an opinion. It's a story. We are all one love, unified field of love, God, Goddess. Let's send it, because it doesn't mean you agree with people or their act, but they will be able to feel the love. And you know, many of our Navy SEALs actually, when in battle, do this because why? It allows the so-called enemy to feel vulnerable, to remember who they really are and whose they are.
If you get confrontation, if you're about to sign any contract, before you go into the room, from outside, get a corner get yourself in the mood, so you're bringing away better things to yourself.
And before you from. All right, we love you. Goodbye.